Motorbikes and vehicles are some of the most sought-after possessions for the aspirational and upwardly mobile expanding Indian middle class. 2022 was a historic year for the Indian automobile sector, with two-wheelers dominating the market, followed by a massive sale of 3.8 million cars. Overall, 17.51 million automobiles were sold in the year. These numbers are a sign that there are going to be more and more motorbikes and cars on Indian roads in times to come. India has historically imported a majority of its automobiles. However, manufacturing trends have shown a shift in recent years, and the growing numbers have benefited Indian coffers as well. India has become one of the most sought-after markets for manufacturing of automotive parts in the world, owing to its location and inexpensive labor costs. From literally manufacturing the smallest cogs in the wheel to the most essential car components, India is meeting the needs and demands of both domestic and global consumers.
The demand, what we are seeing now, is something we have not seen for the last 2 decades. Personally, I feel this is the golden era for Indian automotive component industry. Macro indicators are extremely positive as far as the domestic demand is concerned.
India's manufacturing industry is not just limited to one segment, but covers the entire range of automobiles, from motorcycles to heavy vehicles. The most premier of automobile brands throughout the world have landed in India to source auto parts. As a result of this remarkable rise in the demand of Indian-made automotive parts, the Indian export market alone is poised to touch $30 billion USD by financial year 2026. As per the government's Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, the Indian automotive component manufacturing industry drew foreign direct investments worth $33.54 billion USD between April of 2000 and June of 2022. The numbers are expected to grow sharply in coming years, with several efforts being made to multiply the industrial outputs.
Everybody has clearly realized the issue that we need to be sustainable at the fastest. There's a strong push from the government. There's a strong push being Atmanirbhar, which is an excellent initiative, whereby it forces all of us to look inside to see that how can we localize not only the components, but we are talking of localizing the design, the development, the machinery. So what we call in auto terms, deep localization.
The Indian government has taken many proactive steps to ensure that the Indian automotive industry does not hit any roadblocks going forward. The government has already paved the way for global players to enter the market with 100% foreign direct investment allowed under the automatic route for the auto component sector. Additionally, the government's production-linked incentive scheme, which has already garnered praise across the board, along with consistent efforts being made to ease business in India, are set to deliver massive dividends. It is expected that India will receive a capital expenditure of around 9.5 billion USD in the next 5 years. Observers predict that Indian automotive component production will not only become one of the largest in the world, but will also be one of the sectors that will play a major role in the country's gross domestic product. This is just one of the many success stories India is scripting simultaneously. A macro view of the Indian economy shows how all cards are stacking up in favor of Brand India. Indian leaders are also ensuring that Brand India not only lives up to the expectation of "This is India's decade," but also paves a path that will ensure India becomes a developed country by 2047.